Hello. It's good to see you. Today, I just wanted to take a little bit of time to discuss some of my favorite unintentional ASMR videos. Several people have asked me to share some of these videos. I've mentioned some in the past in other videos, just like in passing, like something that reminded me of a video that I liked. And I've been meaning to do this for a while, but I finally made a little list, and I've actually created a playlist of all of these videos. And I made it public so anybody can see it. Now you do need to keep in mind though, these are not intended to be ASMR videos. So, and I'm going to try to mention there are two of these videos in this playlist. I have 23 videos in this playlist. Now, a lot of them are from the same person, but there are a couple of them that there's like a loud noise in there somewhere, like clearing their throat, or like, so, because they're not ASMR videos, so you can't really get mad about it because they're not intended to be ASMR. But to me, they are, or at the very least, they're videos that I find to be just relaxing, even if it doesn't trigger like full on tingles and the typical ASMR response. I still find them very relaxing. And these videos, some of these videos, I fall asleep to pretty much every night. So they work for me. But as you probably know, different people like different things. Like they have different ASMR triggers. And there are some ASMR videos that may just drive you crazy. Like it has the opposite effect on you, but for somebody else, it's wonderful. So these may be your flavor of ice cream, they may not be, but I wanted to put it out there in case you want to check it out. Now, some of these YouTubers have other videos that you might find to be very relaxing that I didn't include in the playlist. So of course you could always check out their other videos as well. These are just ones that I like in particular. These are ones that I just especially like, but they may have other stuff that you like too, so it's worth checking it out. Of course, I want to mention before I get started, in case you didn't know, if you like Bob Ross, the Joy of Painting, the Happy Little Trees guy, there's a Bob Ross channel here on YouTube that has a lot of the episodes of The Joy of Painting. So in case you didn't know, you can watch those on here on YouTube. And I did that for a long time. That was what I fell asleep to for the longest time, was the Bob Ross videos, and I would just like play a different one every night. I think the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse just showed up outside my house. Hopefully they'll take a little bit to get going, and the end times won't cut me off. I have no idea what that was. So there may be other videos from these YouTubers that you like. And the videos in the playlist are in no particular order. I mean, it's not like, they're not in there by how much I like them. They're just kind of in there. I just created this playlist today to share with you. So they are in no particular order. And I will put a link to the playlist in a pinned comment so you can quickly access it if you want to check it out. And I'm just going to go down the list here at the order that they are in right now. Of course, this could change. I'll try to keep this playlist updated. And if I find stuff that I like, I will add it to the list. And also, there is a channel, I think it's called ASMR Loops, of some videos that were not intended to be ASMR, but that they are. Like the Curtain Lady and the Needlepoint Lady. I love those. So ASMR Loops, I think it's LOOPZ. Yeah, so that's a good channel too, but I don't have those in here. Okay, so the first video, this first one, I think if I had to pick one video that is like a sure thing to knock me out and just make me zonk out and go to sleep, it would be that first one. Now this first one, oh yeah, most of these videos will deal with narcissism. I found a lot of these when I was trying to learn more about narcissistic personality disorder over the last few years. After dealing with a malignant narcissist, I wanted to learn how to deal with these people, narcissistic people. And I discovered that there are quite a few YouTubers who make videos about narcissists that have, to me, a very relaxing voice, or they have at least produced a couple of videos that I found to be very relaxing. So that's what most of these deal with narcissism, honestly. Not all of them, though. So the first one is a video from a channel called Reflection and Progression. Let's see here. Yeah, this video. Now, the beginning of it, there's a little bit of music at the beginning. I usually just fast forward past the first 10 seconds, and that gets me right into where she's talking. And most of her videos don't do this for me, but this one does. There is just something about the way she talks in this video. It's like very smooth, it's very steady, and there's just something about the way she talks through this entire video that is just, it will knock me out. I very rarely make it past 2 minutes of listening to this video, and it just puts me right to sleep. It is crazy. But the thing is, I use this video if I need like a power nap, like a 15-minute power nap, which I do sometimes, because at the end of this video there's music that kind of comes in at the very end, and it's not super loud, but it's loud enough to wake me back up. So if I need a quick nap, like a 15-minute nap, this video is perfect. Now if you want to stay asleep, it wakes me back up, but I am a very light sleeper, so it might not affect you that way. You kind of have to check it out to see. But she talks about how to deal with narcissists, how to handle a narcissist, and she actually has some really good advice in this video if you have to deal with a narcissist. And she talks about why you shouldn't argue with the narcissist, and it's very good advice. But yeah, if you need like a 15-minute nap, just try it. Fast forward past the first like 10 seconds or so, because I think it's like music or something, like an intro. I just fast forward past that and go straight to her talking. And there's just something about the way she talks in this whole video that it just does it for me. I mean, I almost never make it past about the first 3 minutes. I am just, within 2 or 3 minutes, I am out. And the next thing I know, the music's playing and the video's over. I love this video. Love it. So that's the first one in the list. But again, these are in no particular order. I just made some notes about these videos after I created the playlist. The second video is from a YouTuber. Her name was Angie Atkinson, and unfortunately, I learned recently that she passed away a couple of months ago, and I was very shocked to hear that. It was very sad because she made some great content about narcissists. Her channel, I think her channel is just called Angie Atkinson, and I don't really find any of her other videos to be relaxing. They're informative if you want to know about narcissism, but there is something about this particular video. I don't know if it's the camera, the microphone quality, something about the audio in this video is a little bit different from some of her videos. Something about her voice in this video to me is relaxing, and it's kind of long. I think it's like an hour or close to an hour. The title of it is 103 Shocking Red Flags You're Involved with a Narcissist. And I don't know, there's just something about that video that I find to be kind of relaxing. Even if I just have it on as background noise, there's just something about her voice in this video that I really like. It's very calming to me. It's not really ASMR. I don't get tingles from it or anything. It just relaxes me for some reason. I don't know. So I was very sad to hear that she passed away. I don't know a lot of details. I know it was a sudden thing, and she had a breathing issue. That's all I know. It was really sad. Really hated to hear that. I've been subscribed to her for a couple of years, so I was really sad to hear that. But in this video, I did want to tell you that I think it's about halfway through it, and it wakes me up sometimes if I'm listening to this video and I fell asleep. There's this one point where her voice gets a little louder. It's brief, it's just for a few seconds, but it gets louder because she's trying to emphasize something. And sometimes it does wake me up, and it's like halfway through it. But again, it's not ASMR. You can't get mad about it. Plus, she's passed away, so you really can't get mad about it now. So that's the second video. The third video is from a YouTuber. The name of the channel is just Angel Angela, 2 A's again, Angel Angela. And the title of this video is Revenge on the Narcissist. And again, I don't know, there's just something about her voice in this video that I find to be very soothing and relaxing. It may not necessarily be ASMR for you. It kind of is for me a little bit, especially in the very beginning. Although there is a point in this video about halfway through it that it's like you can hear like she moves a little bit, and I think she got a little bit closer to the microphone and it gets louder. And I always know when I'm listening to it, when it gets to that point, I need to bump the volume down a little bit because it does get noticeably louder about halfway through the video. But I still love it. I still love this video. So that's number 3. Number four is another one of my favorites. And this YouTuber, I don't think she posts anymore. She hasn't posted anything in a long time. And the name of the channel is Life After Narc. And the name of the video is Why is the Narcissist Spying on You? And sometimes if I'm working on something, I'll just put this video on loop and just let it play. It's not really long. I think it's like 7 minutes. I love her voice. It's very soothing to me. She has this slow delivery, and I like how she explains at the beginning what the video is going to be about and what she's going to be explaining to you, and then she does explain it. And there's just something just so, it almost reminds me of like being in elementary school or something. And I had this teacher in kindergarten. Gosh, I like the sound of this necklace. I had this teacher that would come over to your desk and kind of lean down and would whisper and like show you, try not to disturb the other people. And she would show you things. And it really reminds me of that. This lady has sort of like an elementary school teacher vibe to her. And I love this video. This is one of my favorites. That's number 4 from Life After Narc, and her name is Paula. But she just abruptly stopped and didn't post anything else. Also, videos 5 to 10 are from our friend Carol Baskin. When I was watching Tiger King, I noticed that she had a very relaxing voice. I really liked her voice when they showed clips of her, and I liked the way she talked. So, I was checking out her channel on YouTube, and she posts these diary entries. She reads old entries from her diary on YouTube. She does it, well, for a long time she was doing it every day. I don't know if she still is, because I haven't watched any of her stuff in a while. I kind of got desensitized to it. I will watch these in rotation because I kind of get burned out on them, and I'll watch something or listen to something else for a while. But I fell asleep to Carol Baskin's videos for months. And then I've kind of gotten off of that for now, so I don't know. But back when I was watching her stuff, she would post every day. Now, most of her videos are very short, 2 or 3 minutes. She'll just read a quick journal entry, an old entry in her diary. Videos 5 through 10 are videos that she made that were a little bit longer, and I really found them to be very relaxing. I just love to listen to the sound of her voice. And a lot of these I will just listen to as background noise while I'm doing other stuff. So 5 to 10 are Carol Baskin. And then I think my consistent favorite for making videos that I find to be unintentional ASMR is from the channel Narcissistic Recovery Healing for Empaths, and the YouTuber's name is Radhika, and she has made tons and tons of videos about narcissists. That's basically what her channel is about, and I found her videos to be very relaxing. Some of them more so than others. The audio in some of them is just extra good. Like for me, it's just extra wonderful. So videos 11 and 18 are in no particular order. I do find with her videos that the audio level is different. Like some will be louder than others, so you have to adjust accordingly. Right now, I have a playlist for myself of stuff that I listen to fall asleep, and I have 3 of her videos at the very end of that playlist, and I have them sorted by like loudest to quietest, and I'll start with the third, like the loudest. It's not loud, but you know what I mean. Like the volume is higher on this one. I start with that one, and I just let it play through. And usually before I get to the end of the first one, I'm asleep. I don't ever remember hearing the other two, and I just put them on and let them play, and I fall asleep. So she has some really good videos. I think my favorite of hers, and it should be in this playlist, is the title of it is 22 Coping Mechanisms, and it's about dealing with narcissists, different coping mechanisms. She kind of explains at the beginning how the coping mechanisms should be used, and I love the way she says coping mechanism. So good. And she says it a bunch of times in the video, so it's really great. She does, though, I think it's the coping mechanism number 10, where she talks about taking a day off. She coughs, and you can hear her kind of clearing her throat leading up to that point. She does this cough, and it's kind of loud. And I would give anything to have that cough not be in there, because if I'm listening to this video and I doze off, that cough wakes me up. At least half the time, that cough won't wake me up. But then I just go right back to sleep. But I would love to have it not be there. But other than that, it's beautiful. I love that one. The 22 coping mechanisms one is, I think, my favorite of hers. Okay, and then this is one I've discovered recently. This popped up in my recommended, and I don't know why it popped up. I have no idea. But the one that popped up for me first was a bin organization. This is the name of the channel is Mama Haena, Haena, and recently she's been making videos. She's trying to conceive. She and her husband are trying to have a baby, and she talks about her ovulation tests and pregnancy tests and all that kind of stuff. And I find that in some of her videos, the audio is so good, and I just like her voice. I find it to be very tingly the way she talks. This one popped up where she was organizing her bin of tests, and that was the first one I found, and that's I think it's one of the ones in there. It might not actually be. I think the one that's in there is a newer one because I liked it better. But I found that I really liked her voice. So videos 19 through 21 are videos of hers that I find to be very relaxing, and it's not about narcissists. So if you're sick of hearing about narcissists, it has nothing to do with that. And I really like her stuff. Her more recent videos, though, the audio is different. Something's different about the way she's doing them, and it's not quite as good for me. There's like more of an echo. She makes most of them in the bathroom, and there's like an echo in there. But there was a little period there where that echo was not there. I think she had the phone set up differently or something, and they're really good. So those three are ones that I like the best. There are other ones that are good, but these three are my favorites. And another channel, okay, so the last two videos, 22 and 23, are from a channel called IT Jungles. And this channel has tons of stuff. This guy puts out tons of videos like every day. Most of them are very short. They mostly deal with issues with cell phones, and that's how I found this guy. Like, I had gotten a new phone back in the summer, and there was something I was trying to figure out how to do, and his video popped up, and he answered my question, which was great. But I really found his voice to be very tingly. And it's rare for me. Most ASMR that I experience is women, it's not men. So it's very cool. So his videos typically are not very long. Each video deals with a specific topic, mostly with cell phones. So, but these two are longer videos, and so the audio is really good, and I love this guy's voice, and I like to watch him do things. So he'll have the camera like focused on the phone, and he's showing you what he's explaining it and showing it to you. So for me, it's like audio, it's regular ASMR, but it's also visual ASMR, kind of watching him do that. I love his stuff. He's so good. So that's IT Jungles, and there are tons of videos. I haven't looked at any of his stuff recently, because I'm kind of taking a break from him, but there may be even more out there. These are just a couple that I found a while back. There was another one I almost forgot about because it wasn't in my playlist. I had to look it up. There's a channel called Lydia S. Coaching, and she hasn't made a video in over a year, but there was several on here that I really liked. And again, she deals with narcissism, but I really love her voice, and the audio is really good in her videos. The last video she made was over a year ago, and the title of it is How to Heal Your Emotional Trauma and Past Wounds. And her voice is really nice. I'm going to add that to the playlist right now. So that will be video number 24. So that is Lydia S. Coaching, and it doesn't look like she's making videos anymore, at least not at this point. But I like her voice in there, and I'm sorry so many of them are about narcissism, but I've been watching a lot of videos about that, and that's where I find, I'm recommended stuff, and I'm still recommended stuff, and so that's where I find these videos. So that is a description of the videos there that I really liked. For me, I have always felt that unintentional ASMR is the best to me. Like, I was in Dollar Tree Friday morning, and it was early. They had just opened, and there was a man in there who was setting up a display a couple of aisles over from where I was, and he was listening to the radio. And he was, every now and then, he would whistle a little bit of whatever song was playing, and he was doing this nice kind of a soft whistle. He didn't whistle the entire song. He would just whistle bits and pieces of the song here and there while he was working. And I found it to be the best, oh my goodness, the best ASMR. Oh my gosh. The kind that is so good you get weak in the knees, like it just runs down your spine, and you just, wow, it was really good. It was really good. I find whistling to be really good but only if it's in person. Like in a video, it doesn't do it for me, but in person like that, it's so good. I ended up staying in Dollar Tree way longer than I intended because I was in no hurry to leave because it was great. I just kind of lingered and looked at the Valentine's Day stuff longer. Or if I'm in a store and there's someone softly humming to themselves, sometimes that does it. I just, I love this necklace. Unintentional ASMR to me is just the best. Like it's just a person going about their everyday life. They're not really aware of you. They're not doing it for you. They're just living their life. A lot of visual ASMR is that way for me, where people are just, handling things gently, and they're just doing their thing. They're just living their life, and there's just something so relaxing about watching that. I don't know. I just love it. So I'm always looking for videos that work for me, and I've been meaning to share them with you. I keep forgetting to do it. So I will try to keep this list updated and add other ones as I find them. So just hang on to this playlist that I'm going to put in a pinned comment. Just, keep your eyes on it, and I will add new stuff as I find it and as I remember to add it. One other thing I had to mention before I go. I recently discovered this lady. I haven't been able to find her on YouTube, but I found her on Facebook. One of her videos was recommended to me, and I love her voice. And I love her. Her name is Myra Harris, Myra, Myra Harris. So she has a channel, or she posts videos under Myra Harris, and also Moments with Myra, and she does like reels, short videos, and it's just about her everyday life. Like, she will show you, and it's done with a voiceover. And she will show you, like, she went into Aldi, and recently she went into Aldi and she got this tabletop grill, and she made a few videos about that. Or she made a dish, a certain, food, and she's showing you what she made. Or she bought something at Sam's Club, and it's just everyday stuff. Or she put together an outfit, and she'll show you the outfit. And it's just I love her voice. She has this nice, warm, comforting voice. It's like a warm hug, and I really enjoy her videos. I have only seen her on Facebook. I haven't checked Instagram, and I don't do TikTok, so I don't know if she's on there. She may very well be. So I haven't checked. I just know that she's on Facebook, but I did check YouTube, and I couldn't find anything for her there. Also, before I go, this is not ASMR to me, but I love her channel and I've learned a lot from watching her videos. And she does have a very comforting voice as well. I love watching her stuff. If you like to cook or bake or do anything in the kitchen, this lady has the best advice. The name of her channel is Cooking at Pam's Place. Cooking at Pam's Place. And her little saying is, "Come with me. I'll show you what to do." And she has the most interesting videos. I have learned so much. Just little tidbits and things about cooking and baking that you might not have known, things that might make it a little easier. Just all kinds of interesting information. I have learned so much watching her videos. So that's not really unintentional ASMR, but you should definitely check out Cooking at Pam's Place. So I don't have any videos in my list because it's not ASMR to me. It's just such a cool channel. I just had to tell you about it. Cooking at Pam's Place is fantastic. I love her stuff. So as somebody who doesn't know a lot about cooking and baking, I've learned a lot. So yeah, it's awesome. So please do check out my playlist. And Myra Harris, I know she's on Facebook. She may be on other social media, but I'm not sure. But I just wanted to share that with you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have a wonderful day. And thank you for being here too. I'll see you again soon.